What's going on? My name is Wesley, and this is my channel, Wesleyan Productions. And really, I want this channel just to be a platform for inspiration and community, and for all of us to come together and do something bigger than ourselves. I've been growing a lot recently and doing new things and traveling, and the best way for me to learn is by experimenting and trying new things and practicing and just staying consistent with the things I like doing, like photography, making videos like this, just getting out in the world and creating and expressing myself in the ways that I like doing it, in the ways that I was like brought up with, honestly, with photography and painting and art and all those kind of things. Try new things and like stay consistent and allow yourself to have that time to grow. Like so many of us like just give up so fast, like when we don't see like instant results. And I think that comes from our social media world, but it's not even social media. It's just the society we live in, because even our parents, our grandparents, generations before us have had things like given to them like right away. Like we haven't lived in a like primal nature in a long time. So there's a lot of things in our society, like access to food and a lot of like things like privileges that we have in our society that we take for granted in ways. I think we want things so fast, so then with our goals, when we don't see the results right away, like we give up. We don't think it's possible, but really you just have to keep watering those seeds and just give yourself time to grow. Like I said, like don't give up so fast, but also like know when something isn't for you. Like it's okay to move on. And I was talking about this earlier on my Instagram story. I was saying know the difference between moving on and giving up. Like giving up is when you have that potential for something, but you don't fully realize it because of some blockages. Moving on is when you let go and you realize like something isn't serving you anymore and it's time to go on to do better things. Like for me personally, like I dropped out of school. I didn't quit on school. I was a pretty good student in the time that I was in school, in high school, and but I just realized that it wasn't where I would maximize my potential in school, in that institution. Like I needed to be free to grow on my own. Like the last year of my life being out of school, like it's been a great time. It's been scary, there's ups and downs, like, but really like all this, everything scary about it has just been like in my own head as I look back on it. Like it's been me like creating these fears for myself and creating these illusions that aren't actually there, because in true reality, like there isn't fear, and fear is false. Oh, I have it here. I have it, don't worry. What's fear? Fear is false evidence appearing real. So just think about that. Like we're programmed with fear. Like a little kid doesn't have fear. The parents that teach them fear, and obviously there's good that comes with fear. Like in our nature, we needed to be afraid of certain things like predators and stuff, but there's so many things, like we're way overdoing fear, and it's not our fault. Like we're programmed with fear every day from the media, everything. Everything that's happened in the last couple of years through that stuff, and then new stuff that they're pushing just to keep people in fear. And the media is something to be careful of, and it's everything, like social media, television, cell phones, everything. Gotta be cautious. Even like your influences, like your family, friends, like you gotta be careful about what they're feeding you, and like if they're feeding your goals or if they're feeding like your limitations and your bad habits and stuff like that. Like it's really important to, because it's kind of crazy. I think about this all the time, like with social media and stuff, how I can connect to people through what I'm doing and putting out my message, and also connect to others and receive their message. And I feel like my body, like, and all our bodies, like something in us, like doesn't, like we know it's a screen and stuff, but it's still that human connection, And I think that's very powerful, and we can spread messages that we'd never be able to spread before. And at the same time, like, I don't even know where I was going with this. This is funny. I like doing this though, just like flowing. This is like my own podcast basically. But it's really fun. I want to just start doing videos like this, like have a podcast where I shoot the shit with people, but also just get on here and fucking shoot the shit with the camera. Like I like looking at the camera and talking to you, like listen to this right now, because I know people are listening to this right now, and it's crazy. Time doesn't exist, so it's all right now. So I know it's like I feel that energy. I'm like, it's amazing. I feel the energy of connecting to you, and it's really cool. All right, I feel like that's the end. I'm going to say we're in the last days of an old era, but there's a lot of misconceptions about that, because when it's the end, it's really the beginning. So peace out.